Good afternoon, and welcome to another Motivation Monday. As soon as I start, I'm getting pinged. All right, as always, my name is Deacon Irons here, Unfeigned Faith Ministries. We're led by our wonderful minister, Minister Lee Rodman, and of course, our fantastic First Lady, Minister Lakeisha Rodman. I got a good one for y'all today. Now, I'm gonna start off by saying, no, I did not coin the phrase. However, I'm gonna throw it out there since I am a big Eagles fan, and I heard our wonderful quarterback Jalen Hurts say something that really stuck with me, and his phrase after he had won Super Bowl along this year. He said, "Sometimes you just have to wait for your turn." Now, when he first said it, we was in the midst of cheering and all this other stuff, right? But as I was watching another replay, and I heard it again, and that one actually it actually stuck out, right? Sometimes you just have to wait your turn. Now, in his circumstance, I'm just going to use a football analogy. We know a couple years ago he went to Super Bowl and he lost, right? He took it in. He, mentally prepared, and after he took that loss, he went ahead and redid some of the things that he did, right, to prepare for the next time he had made it. But when I thought about it, I'm like, that's interesting, right? Because when you look at it biblically, as humans, mere mortals that we are, we know that one thing we lack is patience, right? And we always want God to do stuff like right now, take care of us right now. And sometimes we just have to wait, right? Wait our turn for something. When you see others being blessed, we don't know what the reasons are. We don't know what their struggles have been. But then, we tend to start looking at ourselves like, oh, why are we not getting this? Why aren't we getting that, right? But waiting builds strength. And when I think about this and how, again, Jalen Hurts prepared for the second time he was in the Super Bowl, he was better prepared. He was stronger mentally, physically, emotionally, and all the stuff that it takes to go into those kind of games, right? So waiting builds strength. He just had to wait his turn, right? 'Cause maybe it wasn't meant for him to win it back then, right? While it would have been a good thing, who knows how his character would have been. So just like in Isaiah, it said, "But those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up like wings of an eagles." Yes, I know eagles in there, but that's not it. Waiting is not a passive thing, right? It's preparation. So from that loss, whether we take a loss, whether we lose something, how do we prepare ourselves for the next time we face that situation, right? God using this waiting season to strengthen us spiritually and emotionally. I mean, we all want to win something, right? And we all plan ahead and like, oh, we win this or we get this, this is how we're going to act. But spiritually, is that really how we're going to act? Emotionally, how is that really how we're going to react to stuff, right? And we got to remember that our turn will come when we are ready to soar and not stumble, because we can always get another turn, but we can always stumble again, right? It goes back to that character building. Now, again, I'm using Jalen Hurts. When he took that loss and to see how he took it, he accepted it, he prepared it, his character, he built his character for the next time. That's how his character is. So how do we develop our character, right? Delays develop endurance and maturity. So when we get things prematurely, right, we tend to not appreciate it, waste it, abuse it, whatever the case may be, right? So patience produces character. Now Romans 5, 3 or 4, tribulations worketh patience, and patience experience hope. So again, every waiting period is shaping our character for the blessings ahead. I know we say, God is not going to bless us with the bigger things if we can't even take care of the smaller things, right? So that goes into the whole timing process of Christ and how God's timing is perfect, not our timing, right? Our turn is scheduled by God, not how we schedule or by man, right? We have to trust His timing. It is never late. It's never early. It's always right. Now, how we look at it, we could be like, "Oh man, why are we not getting blessed now?" Or we might get to that phase and be like, oh, I'm just going to give up. And then next week we get blessed. It was meant for us to be blessed next week. It was meant for us to be blessed next year, whatever the case may be. So we have to be patient. It's just not our turn. And God's timing is perfect, not our timing. And of course, back it up with Ecclesiastics 3:1. Uh, to everything, there's a season and a time for every purpose under the heavens, right? So your turn is scheduled by God and not man. So as we go and we're waiting patiently, waiting is a test of faith. And that's how we have to see it. Now, imagine if, just for the wild side, if he had won the Super Bowl back then, right? How would his character be? Would he be been as prepared mentally, emotionally? Maybe he would have got there again, right? But he already won it once. Who knows, right? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and that's how we are. Yeah, we might get something, a little blessings here and there. How do we accept that blessing and take care of that blessing? How we do with that blessing, right? Are we so jubilated that we forget the reason why we got blessed, the purpose of what we got blessed, or who blessed us in the first place, right? Remember, everything comes from Christ. So while we're waiting patiently, that's really testing our faith. Um, Waiting means, courage is waiting, and it shows confidence in God's promise. So that just shows that you're just waiting on Him and not for the quick lot of numbers to hit. Okay, let's just get over that part, right? So waiting is truly a test of your faith. And of course, Psalm 27, 14, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. So again, faith grows when you choose patience over panic. Yes, I know there's some times it's going to be rough and you're going to go through some stages, you're going to start panicking. We all do it, right? But if we take that step back and just be patient and just put our trust in God, and when we think about it, what reward comes our way, right? When we wait on God to reward us, that reward is worth that wait. I promise you. Galatians 6:9, right? Let us not be weary in well doing, but for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Again, it's testing that faith, right? Being patient, waiting on that perfect timing. Your harvest is guaranteed if you just don't give up. Waiting is that bridge between sowing and reaping. Just like when we plant seeds, right? We plant corns, yams, cassavas, whatever it is. It doesn't grow automatically. It's not going to grow overnight. It's not going to grow in 2 days or a week. It takes time. And as much as we want to eat that yam, cassava, and the fruits of our labors, what do? We can't do nothing but wait until those trees bear fruit, right, from our labors. So stay consistent. Your season is coming. You have to wait and be patient. So again, sometimes we just have to wait our turn. And again, when, like I said, when I heard that and I took it in and I observed it, we just have to be patient and wait for our turn to come, and not try to force it. And let's not worry about what others people have and the blessings that they received. Amen. So again, this one was a good one. Sometimes you just have to wait your turn. Amen. And again, just be patient. Wait on your turn for your blessing, and just again, just remind others that as impatient as we all can be, God's timing is the perfect timing and not our timing. Amen. So as always, I can't take credit for that one little liner. It was Jalen Hurts that I heard it from. So again, my name is Deacon Irons here on Faint Faith Ministries, where waiting your turn for your blessing is perfect in God's timing. And as always, never like to leave you nor depart your sight without always encouraging you and reminding you that until next time, hold on to your faith. Have a blessed and wonderful week. And for this week, please stay warm out there because it's going